I like all these new controls on here.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh, I see you and erased everything I put.
What's going on, everybody?
Not much. What's up with you? Yeah, I went in and erased everything so you can minimize the chaos of the chaoser.
Minimize everything.
So we can concentrate on what we actually came here to talk about. What's up, Real Revelation? Welcome.
Welcome back,
Welcome
knowledge
back.
seekers.
What's up, Midnight Assassin?
I'm hurt. That's what I am today.
Oh, silly.
Anyways,
Look
look at back of my head, bro. Anyways,
I'm so proud of you.
Welcome back. Since Charles Hazleton want me to keep it here, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it here. Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's my comics busting through your speakers. I'm your host, Frankie J. We have Real Revelation here.
Yes, sir.
And Midnight Assassin.
Hey man, you gotta learn how to say that with your chest.
I did. I said with so much chest. And so what's good, everybody? We back. We here to talk about The Witcher season 2 on Netflix. I haven't finished it, but I do have some thoughts, and not just thoughts. I'm pretty sure y'all got questions and thoughts. How do I say this dude's name? Geralt?
Yeah, Gerald.
Gerald out here acting like the world's angriest single father. Siri out here unlocking cheat codes, and half the continent is beefing like it's a medieval reality show. So go ahead and drop a fire if you're in the chat, if you're ready, and let's talk about this wow season. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I ain't watched nothing.
You ain't watched none of it?
No.
Oh,
My promise to y'all is by the
Oh man.
the one that put stuff out. I know I'm supposed to be the one that put stuff out, but I was
showing up for the test, did none of the studying.
I was being the one to see if anybody was gonna say, "Hey, what about this week?" And I see nobody put anything.
Man, I've been honestly been going through a lot of old stuff, rewatching some stuff.
Right.
I know.
Right.
Honestly, what I went back to watch was Batman the Animated Series. Cause the last time I actually watched it was back when I was like a teenager or something like that. It was like way back then. And I know I didn't get to see all of it. So because that was back in the day before streaming and stuff. So you had to actually be in the house and watch it at that time.
You started with
right.
Yeah.
And I went actually yesterday I wasn't feeling well, so I watched Superman, The Death of Superman, the one that came out in 2018 when Doomsday beat the Justice League so bad, and then Superman had to fight until the end, and he that one that and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I see what they did now. Like you took your most powerful player, I'm talking about Martian Manhunter, right? And you let Doomsday throw him in the fire because he was trying to save Batman. You know what I'm saying? And then there was some stuff that Midnight Assassin had said back in the day. I'm watching this animated series and watching how it play out. And so if y'all remember the 2018 when Doomsday was introducing the animated series, first they had Hawkman attack him. Hawkman knocked over Doomsday, and then of course he tried to go one-on-one with Doomsday. Next thing you know, Green Lantern saves Doomsday, and then Batman said, "Hey, we need to set up a perimeter." Of course, what Green Lantern do? Nah, we fight monsters for dinner. We eat monsters for dinner. Then Doomsday beat his ass. Flash saved him, and then then Flash puts Green Lantern over in the corner alongside of old beat up Hawkman, and then Flash grabs Hawkeye's mace. Hawkman's mace, and he goes to work on Doomsday. Right, and then of course, Doomsday beat him. Then we got to see the scene where Batman is evading Doomsday for about 5 minutes, and see he laughing because he know exactly where I'm going. Like there was no reason because Batman wasn't able to do shit to Doomsday.
Yeah.
Right.
What was he gonna be able to do except distract him?
But Batman had the biggest. He had the longest scenes next to Superman and Wonder Woman with Doomsday. Like I'm like sitting here looking. I'm like, why did Midnight Assassin have to say something? Because I can't unsee none of this shit. Like that's all I kept thinking about. Then we pan over to Lois Lane and Clark. They talking about, I got to tell you, I'm Superman and blah blah blah. We come back and then we see Wonder Woman get up out of the rubble or whatever, and she look at Batman. Where's Doomsday? Where is he? And then we get the fight scene between Wonder Woman and Doomsday. And I get what they doing. You gotta make it seem like Doomsday is unstoppable, but he ain't had to do Wonder Woman like that. Boy, she was putting up a fight, but man. And so I watched
Doomsday is unstoppable though.
Right.
So yeah.
And so as I'm watching this show and Doomsday and Superman is going at it, I mean they going at it, and Doomsday, of course, y'all know how he do. He get more powerful as they go along. And I started thinking about, well, technically that is the equivalent of Hulk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Superman would have to give his all to beat Hulk. And look, why your face looking like that? No, you don't think so? Hulk in the comics?
I think Hulk is winning that one. It'll be like a month of fighting, but I think Hulk's winning that.
Okay. Listen, I can't take nothing away from that. But as I was watching it, that's all I was thinking. Like, people who say Superman will solo Hulk or beat Hulk, I'm like, nah, because the longer that battle went on, and in this 2018 show, I think the fight scenes was well choreographed because they had a lot of fight scenes, a lot of views of Superman and Doomsday fight. I'm like, okay, they did something, but just that piece with Batman. And here's the other point. They had Lex Luthor, Lex Luthor's in this one. He comes out, he talking trash because he still hates Superman. And it's the same type of Lex Luthor that's in the recent Superman movie. I hate him. I hate his smile. I hate his jawline. I hate everything. The things that Lex Luthor shouldn't have been hating on. Like, he should have just been hating on because he's an alien from another. But we had to make it personal. I hate his blue eyes. I hate his mama. Anyway, so Lex Luthor, he come out. He holds off Doomsday long enough for Superman to recover. Now, listen to what I'm saying. He holds off Doomsday long enough for Superman to recover. All right, so then Superman come back. He going blows. I don't know how long this is going on. Maybe a couple hours or whatever in the movie. And this is what I want to get at. It ain't until Doomsday about to put his hands on Lois Lane is where Superman cut loose and break this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like all these other times, you could have used everything possible to break this dude's neck. But right here, you want to break this dude's neck and then you fall out because Doomsday caught you in the chest. But that ain't the rest of it. Here's the rest of it. As Lois is crying with Superman in her arms, this when the rest of the Justice League want to show up, like, yo, Superman got it. We'll just wait. That's when they show up. They don't look like my thing was a part of that was Cyborg. He told Batman like 18 parts back, he said, "Hey, let's finish this." And Cyborg got up and he just fell to the ground. Batman like, "Yo, hey Clark, we need you," or whatever. That happened. So we fast forward, all these dudes are standing on top, like y'all could have came in and helped. So this whole movie to me, like, it's called, no, it is called Superman, but it got the Justice League. Why y'all ain't fighting as a team? Like, they shouldn't even engage Doomsday until Superman was there. Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and Superman could have technically took Doomsday out.
Now, are you talking about the show or the movie, Death of
The
Superman?
movie, Superman.
Okay,
the movie,
Death of
2018.
Superman.
Yeah. And so then I was still singing. I'm like, hold on, I want to see the next one after this and the next one after this because I was trying to remember. So, anyways, my point being is
going off screen real quick, but keep going.
Right. My point being is with this whole Superman thing, they don't fight as a team. What you gotta say? All right, go to The Witcher, man. I'm sorry.
It seemed like they was new, but yeah. As far as that, I have one big complaint. My big complaint was he looks too kind. Like
that's Superman.
No, yeah. Well, they should have had Superman playing The Witcher because yes, his acting was all right, but he looked too kind. The Witcher's not supposed to look kind like that, like he's softer in heart. And I don't know if they tried to play around with it in the script by like when Lawrence Fishburne, the vampire, yeah, you're gonna see some shit. The vampire pointed out that he's changing for the simple fact that he didn't kill him right away. Because he's like, any other Witcher would have killed me on the spot, you know.
Hold on, real relation. I got a question to ask real fast.
Yeah.
Did you watch The Witcher season 2?
That's why I was laughing so hard because I ain't watch it.
Oh, you haven't seen? Oh my goodness!
Because he too quiet. It's not like him to be quiet.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yo. So y'all ain't gonna know nothing I'm talking about. I'm just gonna be spoiling everything for y'all.
I mean, I watched it to a point, and then it's like when they switched out the characters, because it was that season when they switched out. That's why I fell off at. So I need to catch back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He looked too nice. If anything, if they have the middle Hemsworth brother,
yeah,
they should have had Chris. They should have had Chris Hemsworth playing him because he can give that dark, menacing look. His brother, he just looks too kind. Like, damn. You seen what is it that with all them old with all the old action heroes? Sylvester Stallone came out with it, and he purposely did it to bring all the 80s
not the outside, not the Invincibles, the
Untouchables. No, not the Untouchables.
Expendables. You right.
Yeah. Y'all remember the movie he was in that?
Yeah.
The Hemsworth brother.
I don't remember him in there.
He played. There was I think it was the second. It was the second or third one. The one with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, okay.
And they got mad because he was they killed him, and he had everything going for him. Like, I'm gonna send this to my girl, and I got a girl and a kid at home, and it's the old folks hey, yeah, I remember them days, but then Jean-Claude killed him, and then they used that as a rallying point, but. I kept thinking of that movie he just seems like that wholesome, that type of guy that middle America want their daughters to be with, He don't come across like the bad boy that the witch is supposed to be. Know what I'm saying?
Real Revelation went in on him. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Oh, call the police. 'Cause Real Revelation, like, man, middle America. He can't be.
You know what I mean? I'm just, you know how certain folks, they only want their child with a certain type of guy, you know, and it's just I can't see it.
Now listen. I can tell that you ain't got no love for this guy. I can tell you just aren't satisfied with his acting or his look. I mean,
well, to be honest, his acting in it is better than I've seen in other movies.
Right.
Other stuff I've seen him in is just. I think they should have chose somebody else, or I think Chris would have done better.
I think they should have switched out the timeline like they did with Altered Carbon. Well, they didn't switch out the timeline. I think they should have found a way to make him black. And got us a black actor in there.
He got red hair, so you can't make him black.
Hey, Game of Thrones, they got black folks with white hair.
Exactly. Somehow they should have made him black. And I'd have been happy. No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna switch this too much, but I remember Midnight Assassin, he was telling me about Altered Carbon like years ago. And he was like, you should go back and watch season 1. I say, nah, I want to see Anthony Mackie because I was kind of following him in his career before he got famous with Falcon. And I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. And I'm watching Altered Carbon, and I'm like, I'm really enjoying the show. Like I'm sitting on the sofa. I just forgot about life, everything after work. I just signed right in and I'm watching it. So once the season completed, I was so overwhelmed with like joy for having a great show, right? I went back and watched season 1 and enjoyed it because it was Rick Flag Jr. that was playing him.
Yeah. And it's so the same character.
Right.
They the same person.
Right. And
I did like how they did that.
Right. And I just thought that was smooth. So that's why I always say it can be done. You can switch, you can do character swaps. You just gotta figure out how to do it so it's like people accept it. But yeah, I enjoy Altered Carbon. Now going back to Witcher, like I said, I'm gonna catch an episode tonight, and then I'm gonna catch another episode, and then Saturday we're gonna come back and we're gonna break this thing down. And if it's good, I brought up Altered Carbon for a reason. If it's good, then I'm forced to go back and watch season 1. Kind of like with Peacemaker. It ain't get me to the point of season 2. It was season 3. What was it season 3? What Peacemaker was
season
on?
2.
Season 2
just finished.
Season 2 to me of Peacemaker was better than season 1. And I know what you're gonna say. You didn't watch the whole thing. The first 3 episodes of season 3 had me hooked. The first 3 episodes of season 1 for Peacemaker, I'm like, okay. But then season 2, I was. Hey, look. I was like this when I was explaining it because I knew you was gonna be saying something. My heart started beating. Right. So if The Witcher, I'm gonna go through and watch it, right, and then go from there. But I got to go with what you were saying, Real Revelation. It's some movies out there that we watched in the 2000s that you just have to, or animated series, you see them and like, or you think about it, I'm like, I'm gonna go back and watch this. And then you be interested. I ain't gonna even lie, like on my little pirating site, my little secret site, they have these reviews for each shows. Believe it or not, that Justice League Unlimited has higher reviews than the Superman movies. And I'm like, interesting. Or the animated shows like Justice League Unlimited got this high thing. What's the other one we used to watch? Not the Teen Titans. It's about
Oh,
the Young Justice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
See,
Young
now
Justice.
that's harder for me to go back through because I've gone through the everything on HBO Max DC. I've seen damn near all of it, and well, there's some that I just refuse to watch, like that Lois and Clark. I'm not watching that, but yeah, the Young Justice. That the young word in the title is it throws you off because there's so much in it that's obviously for more mature audiences, or especially if you're talking about for kids, you got to be a pretty mature kid. Otherwise, it's going to be boring or you don't understand what they really talking about. Because I like how the battle before the end with Zod and his son and stuff. I like that. But that season, everything going on with Beast Boy, just every time Beast Boy came on screen, it's like, damn. Like they just had to make me super depressed. You know, because it's depressing to see so and so upbeat, always depressed. Where
Right.
you even see the darkness under his eyes and everything. And then when he's going through therapy, like I get what they're trying to push, but do we really need that?
yeah.
Like Beast
On
Boy
those,
going through therapy.
yeah, a lot of it was like
Right.
on those, man. It was just like they were just like teaching as a
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah,
Right. And see, then that was the other piece to where I was falling into well, y'all know we have a lot of debates on here about the type of movies and if some of the stuff that they call woke should be discussed in it. I think it shouldn't be a focal point of it. It should be in there, but it's short. Like you said, with Beast Boy, he going through his thing. We want to see him come up out of it at least in 3 episodes. We don't need it dragging out the whole
yeah,
season. Show us how to come up out of the depression or whatever, or that other stuff. So that's why I end up going back to watching some of the stuff, because some of the earliest, some of the latest stuff that came out, I'm like,
yeah.
y'all
What they
killing
doing?
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's kind
so
of like with She-Hulk. Like a lot of people weren't really like digging it, but it was just like people who like Ally McBeal would really like it if they were into like superheroes and stuff. They would really, but like the main demographic that usually watches like superheroes, they weren't really like feeling it. Like it was
well,
just teaching. Like
yeah, right. And then the add on to that, if you want to get the other group involved, you needed, well, how long was the show? 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So, anyways, you needed 15 minutes of smashing, and then you have your other 15 minutes of teaching point. But we got too much of teaching. You definitely needed her in there doing more smashing. And so I was thinking about, I had came across Damage Control. And you remember Damage Control, right? Real Relation. So I
yeah.
was like, well, why they didn't do a show based on Damage Control
They
and
tried
going,
to.
oh,
They tried
it's
to. I think it only lasted, or on TV. I think it only lasted like 2, maybe 3 episodes. You
it,
can still find the pilot on YouTube, but I forgot what
oh,
it was called.
I was saying they should have did one in the MCU and maybe have 1 or 2 episodes with She-Hulk, showing her getting her powers, then her doing some smashing stuff, and then her going to defend people in court or
Yep.
something for the aftermath. They could have took Damage Control and introduced a whole bunch of characters, kind of like What If, and then introduced like numerous characters in there that we didn't see in the big Avengers part. Like they exist, but y'all ain't gonna see them, with the Avengers or whatever. Y'all ain't gonna see them in Daredevil. You ain't gonna see them in Loki or whatever. So
It would have been nice if the actress didn't, I guess, garner a bad look, I guess, because a lot of people, I guess, don't like her, the woman that played She-Hulk. But it would
Well,
have been
well,
nice to see her in Daredevil.
yeah, I'm gonna agree and disagree with you on that. And then the reason why I'm gonna say that is because when I first seen, and he gonna start laughing. When I first seen the chick that was gonna play Supergirl, I was like,
Yeah.
she 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 ain't sexy enough. She ain't fine enough. And then Midnight Assassin, he was like, she good enough. You know, she's average
Yeah, she playing
every day. You know,
Supergirl, not Power Girl.
right? But every Supergirl that we seen, every Supergirl, right? Power Girl, you know, that gonna really be
That's
up
the
there. But
sexy one.
every Supergirl that we seen that they brought out is sexy. They beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But this one here is like, okay. But then once I seen her on screen and seeing how she interacted, I'm like, okay, I got it. So with old girl, when she transforms into She-Hulk, she's a fox. But then when she's just her regular self, she's just average. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the point I kind of took for it. But yeah,
which would explain why she prefers to stay in her She-Hulk form
right,
more than going back to her regular form, you know?
right,
Because she's
right,
like that in the comics too, right? Where she
right,
just always stays in her She-Hulk.
right. And so yeah, so she ain't a Storm and she ain't a Jean Grey when she in her regular form. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you know, and so I wanted to talk to y'all real fast about the rumors of Doom and what he's gonna do in the Doomsday. They said that he's supposed to have a big fight scene with Loki.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, they've been letting it out saying that he's supposed to have a big fight scene with Loki, and then he steals the what was Loki holding on, the universes, the strings of universes?
Like the life tree.
Yeah, he takes that. And so they was like, we supposed to get a trailer here soon.
See, now, I wanted to ask y'all about this. Have y'all heard about the theory on how they're gonna make the whole like getting rid of Kang and like the whole mission of what Kang was doing is still lines up to Doom?
Well, yeah,
On
that was
how
I
for
seen
in
that one.
order when he was trying to change in order to change, like he was basically proving any universe that Doom turned to Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And he was purposely trying to put him in universes where he would turn into Tony Stark instead.
What?
Like
Oh,
it was a theory that Kang made sure that he was adopted by the Starks. But then I also was thinking it could have been also possible that he was setting up Howard Stark with Doctor Doom's mom. Like, you know what I mean? So kind of like well, you know what I mean? Like, so to where he was trying to make sure he grow up and be like a part of the Avengers. Just but now that Kang is gone, basically the Doom we see from from the Fantastic Four's universe, because that's the universe that this Doom is coming from, right?
right.
Oh, so yeah, like that's one where he doesn't become Tony Stark, and we didn't get any references to a Howard Stark or well, yeah, I know that this does take place in the 60s, but yeah, I have some questions about that
Right.
Fantastic Four and how they ended that stuff. So
Yeah. So I end up because I had seen a bunch of videos come across my algorithm about how Doctor Doom will replace Kang as the primary antagonist in the multiverse saga, and they said that not Kang, but Doom fights the Council of Kangs, and then we find his body all torn and beat up, and then it's like who did that? and it's because he took out the Council of the Kings, and then he healed himself, and then he goes for the next higher echelon, which is Loki. And I'm like, that's interesting. We gonna get all that. So
Ooh, I just realized because they basically showed us they got it set on site to align up more with the books, or the story in the comics, because what causes the incursions?
You're not supposed to be in a universe, like we ain't supposed to cross over. Period.
What happened at the end of Thunderbolts?
I don't remember.
The Fantastic Four showed up in their universe.
For real?
Yeah. At the very end of Thunderbolts, you see the Fantastic Four ship like in space entering their universe. So
for real?
That's going to cause an incursion. And instead of using the powers of the Beyonder, we know whose powers he's going to use to create Battle World.
Franklin Richard.
Yup.
Doom.
And that because he showed up right at the end of Fantastic Four. So I see how they could be placing that together now to where it's going to hit more in line. Because that's the only thing I didn't like about Kang.
Right.
Was Kang like, no, they can't have Kang doing Battle World and stuff, But yeah, I think they realigning it back. So it's gonna be interesting.
Okay. All right. So this episode here gonna be 30 minutes only. We're gonna come back next week and talk about The Witcher. Me and Midnight Assassin gonna go ahead and check it out, and then that means you got some more time to marinate on it. Real Revelation.
Yeah, I'll see if the Hemsworth grows on me, if I can. Yeah, he's not in it as much. You'll see that. Well, you let me know if you think he has less screen time.
Oh,
yeah, definitely let me know what you think of that, because that's just something I kept noticing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for that. All right. So this wraps up today's dive into kind of like The Witcher. We're gonna come back and discuss it a little bit more next week. If you're watching the replay, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your take in the comments. Whose storyline carried the season for you? I guess that's what it is right there. Whose storyline carried the season for you? So we'll come back and discuss that next week. All right, holla.